morning. Each morning means a new day. Commanding our morning means saying prayers and declaring things over our life throughout, throughout the Word of God. Before we start our day, it is like taking authority over ourselves. The things we declare over our life need to be rooted in the Bible, for they will help bring order and anchor our day. When we command our morning, we tend to have a better day, full of joy and peace. This is because we are lining up ourselves with God's truth. In Psalm chapter 5, verse 3, we see that the psalmist found value in taking to God, in talking to God in the morning and making his request known to the Lord. In the morning, O Lord, you will hear my voice. In the morning, I will prepare a prayer and a sacrifice for you, and watch and wait to speak to my heart. Mornings are a good time to talk to the Lord and gain wisdom and direction for the day ahead. It's like an anchor. It anchors you and keeps you stable throughout the day. When we command our mornings, we must not focus on our desires, but what desires of us. Most of the times we want and long for things that our flesh desires and not what our heart desires. It is easy to focus on earthly things that have little and no value, but we should focus and set our mind on things above. We look upon prayers as a means of getting things for ourselves instead of getting to know God himself. It is important for us to seek the wisdom of God as we start the day, so that we will know what to do with the situations that will face us throughout the day. Divine wisdom is greater than our human one, and sees beyond what our minds can comprehend. Lord, we thank you for your wisdom you bestow upon us from your word. Your word says that if anyone lacks wisdom, then he can call upon you today, and you will ask wholeheartedly that he will give us the wisdom we need to make choices that will glorify and benefit over our life. Fill us afresh each day with divine wisdom, and may we light up our daily path in your mighty name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
To pray, Lord, we've come to listen and hear what you would say. Lord, our hearts are longing to meet with you today, for we have come to seek you and we have come to say, forgiveness, we've wandered far away. Look down in tender mercy, forgive our sins, we pray. Oh Lord, we need revival all across this land. Yes, we do. Come move among your people with your mighty hand. You are worthy, King of kings, Lord of lords.
morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carriacou. Good morning, PD Martinique. Good morning to you wherever you are. My name, Andre Donald. What's yours? JD, I am assuming that's your name.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's my name. Probably didn't say it before. I'm JD.
How you doing?
A little bit better than last. Last week I was here, a little, getting back to normal. Not 100%, but I'm getting back to where I should, where I normally be. Yeah. So. And what's about you?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Don't you think I look all right?
Yeah. Sometimes looks does deceive.
You telling me I'm a deceiving person?
No, I said sometimes. Listen to, according to our ex-minister, I choose my words carefully. Sometimes looks does deceive.
Who's that ex-minister that said that?
I think you're the Minister of Finance.
Anthony Wilson?
No. Fire in DC.
Nazim Burke?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Nazim, somebody remember what you said. Can you imagine that? Nobody talking Nazim Burke these days.
Who they talking?
They ain't talking?
Okay.
Them nobody in the opposition?
They're silent.
Watch, I have a big one to bust, yeah? But I've only busted at the end of the month.
All right.
My birthday.
Oh, okay. Your birthday is at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a big one to bust that time.
Yeah.
When I Lego that one,
Hello.
to quote my workmate, my friend, compatriot, brothers from a different school, one from SAS, one from GBSS. To quote Anthony Greenwich Jericho,
Okay.
to quote him, when I Lego this one at the end of the month, place smash up, place done.
Table talk.
That's it. The thing turned upside down, everything.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a world, huh? I can't wait to hear that one.
Somebody sent a message and tell me, what? Well, I passed the age to vote, so I'm not even registered. They passed the age to vote, eh?
What is voting age?
18.
They pass it?
They pass it. So you're not registered.
No, you say they pass the age to vote.
They passed the age. 18 is voting.
18? I thought that 18 is-
18 is voting age. So they passed that age already, so
Okay.
they're
I
not
thought they
registered.
I thought they made the
But here's what
maximum.
Because they say the reason why they're not registered is only 2 times people get registered in their life. When you're born and when you're dead.
And when you're dead. And hear that piece. Hear that excellent message, the excellent message for all. At birth, you were given by others. Your birth was given by others. Your name was given by others. Your income was given by others. Your respect was given by others. First and last was given by others.
What's first and last? Who come first and who come first and who come last?
First and last was given by others. No, sorry, your first and last bat was given when you're born. You get your first. Somebody bathe you. And when you die, somebody will bathe you.
If they will.
They will. It was given by others. After that, your property and belongings will be taken by others.
Not if you give it to others. You could give it to others.
Well, you could give it to others, yes, but most times you take them out. Still wonder why we have the unnecessary ego problems in life. Let us all simplify our life and live with others peacefully. And 5 truths about life. Nobody is real in this world except mothers. A poor person has no friends. People do not like good thoughts. They like good looks. They don't like good thoughts, but they like good looks. People respect money, not the person. The person you love most will hurt you the most.
People respect money,
Money,
not the person.
not the person. Or like maybe your boss, somebody you.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
That one kind of opened up my eyes.
Yeah.
I need some money.
You-
I need some money.
People respect money, not the,
Not
the
the
person.
person.
Probably will give them. I respect the you want there. Yeah. So
I ain't really believe that one.
you don't believe that one, no?
I ain't believe that one.
And to continue, life is too short to stress, argue, or worry. Stay positive, be humble, count your blessings, embrace the lessons, and cherish the people who support you and love you. Yep. Cherish the people and support those who love you. Yeah, a little bit tips this morning, little bit life with life. Tidbits. So the person who love most, person you love most will hurt you the most. You'll believe in that one, you don't believe in that one. Huh?
The person you love most should not. Nah, the people I love the most, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah?
Nah, my children, they won't hurt me.
They won't
Trust
hurt
me.
you.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
So, your children are the ones you love the most.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Secondly,
Secondly, like what?
well,
People I love the most?
Yeah.
People I love?
Yeah.
My sisters and my nieces and nephews.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Thirdly, me.
Fourthly, go back to the first.
No,
Yeah.
there's a lady that I love.
Okay.
What's her name?
I don't know. she
That she that calling.
That's her calling. I couldn't. She's calling.
Nah, that not she.
Not she now?
Nah, that not she. That is drumsticks I call it.
So you don't love drumstick? All
Of
right.
course I do. Of course I love drumsticks. Are you crazy? How I could not love drumsticks? But she ain't reach up there like number 4 and thing. Not yet.
What number she reach?
I don't know. I ain't never checked now. I will check that. I'll tell you. And you're trying to set me up. Morning, drumsticks.
Hello, good morning.
See this guy trying to set me up.
Continue. You have to stop that.
Yeah, you have to stop that, right?
Drumstick, read the word please here, and after that anything else. Read the word please. Don't
Good morning.
don't get
Good morning
tired.
to you. Good morning to the nation. JD, good morning.
Good morning, James.
I reading from the word of God, Psalm 30. I will exalt thee, O Lord, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my foes to rejoice over me. O Lord, my God, I cry unto thee, and thou hast healed me. O Lord, thou hast brought me up, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Sing unto the Lord, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you, my dear. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Drumstick, I'm drinking some coffee here, girl.
Yeah.
You don't want some now?
No, take it took you.
But James,
Yes, good morning.
all the years are coming in. Not one morning they say, JD, would you like to have some coffee?
That bad?
That bad.
Drums, you want me to respond to that?
I didn't think.
Huh?
I didn't think so.
You want me to? I would like to respond.
I didn't think you were doing that.
Let me tell you something. JD is one of the funniest creatures God put on this earth.
Okay.
And I tell you honestly, if I offer JD anything, including just a cup of hot water here, he don't want it. JD don't eat and drink from people.
I hear you.
That's how he is. So what I going to offer to make myself shame? I don't offer him now.
No, not at all.
Hey.
Well, if it's that, you can do that.
No, I know him, and that's not that's years. JD doesn't find problems to buy a soft drink in the shop because he feels somebody had make it.
Well, you have to stop that, man.
I don't drink soft drink.
You don't drink soft. If JD come by you, I tell you first thing, JD watching all your house, all under your bed, all about. Yeah, and he telling me don't talk. But that's how you are.
That only where I look. That's what the kitchen.
The kitchen and everything looking all about to make sure before.
I ain't blaming you now. I don't blame you now.
I
You
ain't
have to
say-
watch
but-
around for
Yeah, but that's how he is, and it's just something that's in him, and it's something that it's not like, and because I don't like know him just a couple of years ago, I've known him ages. That's just how he is. He's very prim and proper when it comes to these things. So me, I don't offer him nothing. I could have coffee spoiling there, I don't give him.
I don't blame you because my children, I give them up, and I a funny person too when I don't eat from anybody.
Uh-huh. And all you want me to come by here and come and eat, I don't come in.
No, I can tell you, yes, you could come, but
I don't eat it. I don't eat it.
You know.
I don't eat it. Only how I eat it if Olive cook. Olive!
When you reach and you see how the place cooking, you must eat, boy.
You want to eat?
I must eat. Go ahead.
Don't put come back, you know.
Next thing you come back up the hill.
No, I ain't doing nothing. I have to put nothing for you, nobody, you know. But when you see what I have to prepare for you, you have to eat it, you know.
Yeah,
That's
do
it.
You put that.
Drumsticks. Well, let me go and get it with that girl. Take care of yourself.
Have a nice day.
You
Have a nice
too.
day.
All right.
All right, good. Bye-bye. Drumsticks say, must
You
eat.
must eat. No, yeah, people, when you go there, you'll see them. I mean, you'll see
No, I
them.
know, and I know you.
You know, when
I
you
know.
go with some people, you know, some people, they're careless, they just doing anything. But it's strange thing. Anybody will eat for me. Anybody will eat for me. I'm like,
Not me, though.
well, that's good.
Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. Today,
Today, okay.
17th.
The 17th. I don't,
And can you say a big thank you in advance to all the children from our local schools who will march from McDonald College to the bus terminal today from 10? Okay. Interesting.
for the celebration? No, or no? What are they marching for? What's the purpose?
Brethren, just like how you see I read that thing there, that is all I have in relation to this.
Because everything in life have a purpose. So
There's
what's-
there's a flyer. Let me read what's on the flyer first, then we go for the weather. The St. Patrick's Organization for Development, SPOD, presents 2020 St. Patrick's Day celebration, 17th, the 18th, and the 20th. So that's today, tomorrow, and Sunday. All right, so they're gonna march through the streets today. Football knockout competition at the Full Recreation Ground on the 18th. It doesn't say what time though. And there's a concert at the Satés Breakwater on the 20th. It also does not say what time.
time?
No, it doesn't. There's no time. I fixed it. I just like to say to the organizers of St. Patrick's Fiesta 2022, you're just one selfish bunch of people.
Tender mercy,
Real FM continues to be here. And guess what? We all will be here afterwards. Stop being so selfish.
all across.
Come on board.
Yes, we do.
You understand? Yeah, man.
Move among your
This is Real FM. This is your station. You know? You're playing stingy with information. Let me say thanks to Keith Silver. Well, I believe he's one of the members, so that's why I got this this morning. But well, here's why. I'll let you guys know this after we deal with the weather. Yeah, stay with us. This is Real. This is 91. This is St. Patrick's Station. You better believe that.
that was slain to redeem us back to God again. To the Lamb who will reign forever.
It is Real. It's 91, 23 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. I'm going to be speaking to a gentleman shortly from the Met Office, and I know he's going to be wishing all of us patricians happy St. Patrick's Day today. Jay, good morning.
Good morning to you, at listeners of the general public of Real FM, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, and here's the weather for today, Thursday, the 17th March, 2022. Currently, the weather is fair, winds are from the east-northeast at 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure, 14.9 millibars. That's above normal and rising. Present temperature, 25.7 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, 70%. Yesterday's maximum temperature, 30.7 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum, 24.9 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours. Hence, the total for the month remains at 2.8 millimeters. Now to have a look at the forecast, value for today and tonight. Today we expect some generally fair and windy conditions with a slight increase in cloudiness during the evening. Maximum temperature, 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough, waves up to 9 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Hence a marine advisory is in effect. Tides will be low at 10:15 a.m. and high at 3:30 p.m. Sunsets today at 6:19, rises tomorrow at 6:14. Just a repeat of the forecast, value for today and tonight. Generally fair and windy with a slight increase in cloudiness during the evening. Maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, and a marine advisory is in effect. I'm Andre Charles, report from the Met Office. Thank you.
And thank you for wishing us happy St. Patrick's Day, my brother.
No problem. Take care.
All right, great.
All right.
Andre Charles at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. And anybody who calls in this morning, you have to tell us happy St. Patrick's Day. If you're in, what's that?
I say, yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
You have to tell us that.
Are we from Scotland? How we come with this St. Patrick's Day? Because I think Scotland and Ireland that celebrate St. Patrick's Day, I think. I can't remember which of them, one of them. Either Scotland or Ireland.
Okay. So the football competition is at 5. This tomorrow afternoon. And the concert at the Breakwater is at 8 p.m. on Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
You know, I just say this here. I like the uniqueness of the thingy. And maybe Mr. Sylvan can give us a call. We can probably spare him a couple of minutes. Mr. Sylvan, you know the number. Call us if you're listening. I like the uniqueness and the scaling down of it. Which,
not this long drawn
out thing.
I
wish I could keep it close to that. You might not be able to stay that way, but close to that. Now, the march today, beautiful. The competition football, which starts at 5 p.m. Tomorrow, that's wonderful also. However, Mr. Sylvan, get right, he calling WhatsApp. Hold on there, Mr. Sylvan, we're coming to you. Take your time. Take your time and dance. You're calling WhatsApp, you get right. You don't have to spend money to call. However, the concert, at the, yeah, you see, the lady saying, Joan saying, morning, Andre, Ireland celebrates St. Patrick's Day, not Scotland.
I'm not one of them.
But Joan jumping on me like if it's me that say it. Not me that say Joan, he that say the thing now. Anyway, yeah, that's Sunday. That start 8 p.m. for a concert at the Breakwater. We probably could have done it earlier. Understanding the times that we're in and whatever, we probably could have done it earlier. And with the understanding, of course, that Monday is not a holiday. And usually when these things start at 8 o'clock, you know, they ain't finish until, you know. Anyway, yeah, wait the guy here on the line there. Let's see if he's there still. Let me do some double check. Morning, Mr. Sylvan. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Andre Donald. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Oh, you shouldn't have said it and you'd have know what happened to you this morning. Anybody who calls the station has to say that this morning. And
I did.
You did. What's up?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm great.
We're getting a lot of feedback. Maybe I should try again.
Maybe you could do that.
Okay.
All right, so he's gonna try again. La di da da. Good morning to CJ Hunter. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
Yeah. CJ Hunter. You want to know? I ain't telling.
No.
But the man with now, he credit donor.
And you calling on WhatsApp? WhatsApp can credit?
Yeah, WhatsApp, add that data on your phone. Maybe flow more, you cut off the thing as soon as you put on. Calling again. WhatsApp again. That man cheap, we boy. Good morning.
Morning, happy St. Patrick's Day again.
No, you getting any feedback now?
Yeah, let me try on the direct line.
You still getting feedback? I'm not getting any feedback.
Well, I could hear it on my phone. I don't know why.
Yeah, talk to me on your phone. Forget everything
Yeah, I
else.
am.
Right. So how are you doing? How's the wife?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Wifey, good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
She's waving, saying happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, she's waving. All right. Well, yeah, let me wave. All of us waving. All of us one family. Let me wave. So,
Yeah,
Sylvan,
we are.
you are part of the trust, the executive, the interim executive, and after what? After some, well, there was nothing in 20. There was nothing in 21. Your team has done so and done very well and put together something in 2022. How challenging was it for you all to do this?
Well, it's been very difficult, as you could understand, because we haven't had many people on board. And the people who actually take a step to assist are doing everything in their powers to put something together this year.
All right, a real serious scale down of activities. You have a march today, you have football competition tomorrow beginning at 5, and then you have a concert at the Breakwater, and that's going to be at Sunday beginning at 8 p.m.
Yes.
What can we know? Well, the march through the town will have to be school children today. Tell us about that and tell us about the football competition and the concert at the Breakwater.
Well, the march today is obviously for the children and from McDonald College right down to the bus terminal. That in itself is basically for the parish itself in Surtees. Now, after they get down to the bus terminal, of course, there'll be light refreshments for all the students and the teachers that will attend. Also, of course, the football march the football game rather, the competition at 4, that is at 5 p.m. And of course, you mentioned the timing for the concert on Sunday. Now, like everything else, these are all free. So you have to take what you get and use it to the best for the people of the parish.
Okay, the football match, is it going to be an East versus West situation or it's going to be different teams in a knockout? What is it?
Well, it's a knockout competition. I haven't got the itinerary on that, but hopefully by the end of the day, I will have the full information so I could give it to you so you could let people know maybe tomorrow, because that's the main day it's going to take place.
Are you going to pay for that? Because now is your free time.
No, it's all free.
No, now is your free time. Tomorrow you'd have to pay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, sir.
So now it's free. You don't have to worry about anything now, but tomorrow you'd have to pay.
Well, we have time. I will get in touch with the gentleman who is handling it, and I'll get some more information for you today.
Oh yeah? You think I'm going to be on the air for the entire day?
No, not for the entire day. I know how long you will be there. I listen to you every day, Andrew, so you know better than that.
I don't know if you listen to me every day, brother. I don't know. I really don't. You know, I don't know those things. Right? I don't know who listens. I do. I love hearing the fact that you do listen and that you're lovely. It means that if you're listening, then that means your lovely wife is also listening. Good morning, wifey. Wave
Yes.
again. Wave again.
And my mother.
Oh,
So
and
it's
your
not
mom.
just myself. The
Okay.
whole household is like a morning show. We all listen to it, and it's part of obviously is our parish. This is the main station for St. Patrick. So we all have to keep in touch and find out what's happening within our community.
You know, I can be very devilish, yeah?
You can be, but I hope you're not.
I was going to be devilish and say something, but because you're hoping I'm not, and because your mom is listening, then I'm not going to say anything devilish.
Andre,
Yes.
you know we support you and we'll continue supporting you. This is our community. St. Patrick has to do what they have to do. This radio station belongs to us, and the information that's come through from St. Patrick is vital for us, the businesses, the community, the school, the church, everyone.
Thanks, bro. I really appreciate that. That was a big statement. That's why I'm not going to be devilish today. See, I'm a nice guy. I clasp my hands and I close my eyes already. I'm going to be nice today.
Well, you could be what you want. We know, and we all support it. I mean, St. Patrick's, listen, in the past 2 years, we were unable to do a lot of stuff due to obvious reasons. I'm not going to blame COVID as the main reason, but we as a community have to join force and try and help each other. It's our parish. St. Patrick is a beautiful parish, and it's up to us to work together to make it even better.
Yeah. Well, I dare say I'd love to congratulate yourself. And are you the leader of the team, Keith?
No. I am just a little member. I have no active role in sport.
Okay.
I'm the PRO for SPBA, and that's it. But
Okay.
I'm just there with sport to help as I feel I can help, and I will continue helping. I'm a community person. I like to help the community, and if I could give a little, that's a big help.
But this is wonderful because here am I thinking that you are a member of that team. Congratulations.
Well, I am a
Keith.
member, but I'm not a front runner. Like I'm not a PRO. I'm not secretary. I'm just a member of SPUD, and I will be a member as long as they need my help.
Well, then I must be a little bit thing. Where are the members?
Well, there's an interim members at the moment, and to be quite honest, we want more people on board, and it's a matter of people giving their time.
Keith?
We all know it's voluntary,
Keith?
but if you want to make an input
Keith?
or you want to help, you have to come forward and give your time.
Keith Silver.
I've been to several meetings, and hardly anyone will turn up. I would say, on average, you get about between 8 to about 10 people. We need more than that.
Mr. Silver,
Yes, sir.
you've just said something that's really startling. You've been to meetings. You
Yes.
guys really don't want me around because I've never been invited to any one of your meetings.
Well, they've invited. I mean, there is we have a chat. There's members on that chat.
Yeah.
And every time there is a meeting, everyone has been obviously notified. There is a meeting
But I'm
on
not-
a Thursday
but I'm not
at
a
5
member in your
o'clock
chat.
at the Anglican school.
I'm not a
and
member in your
hardly
chat.
anyone will turn up.
But I'm not a member in your chat.
Well, then be a member.
How
will
come I-
speak
how
to the
could I-
people
okay,
that's
how could I be a-
responsible for
how could
all
I be a
members
member?
on there,
I want to be a
And
member.
they could
How-
argue on that chat.
How could I be a member? I want to be a member.
Well, I would get the gentleman that's responsible for the chat to, get you attached to the chat and get your details. And I'm sure the information that you need will be on there for you as you need them.
Have a nice day, Mr. Sylvan. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Wifey, wave again, wave again, wave again. She waving.
She's fine. She's fine.
Take care, sir, brother. One love.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, dear heart. How are you?
Morning. I'm fine, thank you. Looking forward to the day.
All right. Well, take care of yourself. I don't think I'll see you today. I don't think I have reason to visit you guys today. Maybe another day. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care of yourself. Right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye, Mr. Donald.
All right, Keith. One love. Do you know Keith?
No, which kid?
The gentleman who runs the business together with his wife right there in this building of the snack at the pharmacy.
Okay, he carrying Sullivan.
Yeah?
Okay, I was wondering who it is Sullivan. And
You know him?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know him?
We are the same bloodline.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
You and him?
Yeah.
So, are you from Bali?
Yeah.
That's Mama's grandson.
Mama, I thought he
Remember
was,
Mama?
Yeah.
That's her grandson.
I thought he was, well, no, Sullivan. Okay. I thought he was cadet. I know, I think his mother was cadet. So
I don't know.
that's
Was or is?
his mother
Liz still alive?
I know was a cadet, I think. Yeah.
Was or is? You mean she got married? Oh,
Yeah, I think.
okay.
Yeah.
You know everybody business, I don't.
That's how I.
You
Yeah,
know
the cadets. Yeah, we had some blood. We had the.
You have
we have-
blood.
we have
Everybody has
related
blood.
We have
Everybody
related-
has
We
blood.
have related blood.
Okay, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, we got related blood. Yeah, once you see the guy there, he lives down Bushery down that side there. Yeah.
Somewhere around.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got Peter David this morning.
All right, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Time?
Clifford, I got your wish.
What time is it coming on?
Should be speaking to him around about 8:30. So that'll be for about half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay.
Because we should have the police today.
Okay.
I know. I don't know. You see, the police are they're so erratic, eh? Honestly, they're really erratic when it comes to this program that they have on. Because you never know when they're coming.
No, they're not.
So you plan for them to come, and next thing you realize the police ain't turning up this morning. And that is, it shows a bit of a funk in the skunk kind of thing. Yeah. Michelle Barry, thank you. Thank you, Michelle Barry. Yeah, it shows a kind of speedily in the widdly when things like that happen, man. So I'm planning for them this morning. Still don't know if they will come.
They were sure.
And if they did not come, then that is time I could have spent with the minister. Do you understand?
Yeah. Precious
Man.
time. Yeah.
Watch. You know what? I prefer to spend the time with the minister. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. And
Well, if they come,
no, not if they come.
shorten their time. Yeah. What do they come?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna shorten their time by 15 minutes.
And if they do not come, let me say good morning to Uncle.
Morning, Uncle.
Uncle, that one is in Uncle in America.
I know.
I cannot contact you because I have a communication problem, and then also to another uncle
Who's that?
who's
that one?
listening. That one is just in my neighborhood there, Uncle Noro.
Uncle who?
Uncle Norris.
Uncle Norris.
Yeah, I don't think I know him, but
Where they?
he lives just in higher up by me, about 100 meters from where I live.
Uncle Norris.
Yeah, he's listening.
Norris.
Yeah,
At the entrance to the
yeah,
on the bank right there.
yeah.
So who don't know Norris?
I don't know.
That's stupid stuff you did.
Yeah, he listens. He listens. yeah.
Hold on. Slippery?
No. He lives on the other side of the road.
Slippery died.
Yeah, he's
Slippery
on
died.
the right, and
On
he
the-
lives.
right. He lives
on the left.
Oh, he's the one who does the farming right there.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he's
Short.
down. Yeah, he's
Right.
down
Slippery
now.
died, right?
Yeah, Slippery died.
Right. Slippery died. So good. I know the other one.
He's a good farmer. I mean, because
Is
he was
he?
a very good. Yeah, he got a lot of awards in farming. You know, very.
Is that the only plot he farms, or he farms other plots?
No,
also?
that piece.
What
there.
does he grow predominantly in that area?
Well, there he had cocoa. As a matter of fact, I think all the lands from beginning up by me, go all up there was his.
Oh, that was his at one point in
At
time.
one point in time. Yeah, at one point in time. But he has since sold out part of it, and he just have a little piece, you know, for himself. And he still does. Well, he not still does, but he get people to do what. Maybe just not much, but he likes his farming.
You like that?
Yeah, if he could have been, up and moving, he'd have been doing quite a lot. But he loves his farming. Very, neat, and he takes his farming seriously when he was up and moving.
Good morning. If you're gonna call us, you have to say Happy St. Patrick's Day. Remember, you have to do that. If you don't do that, then we have a problem.
We have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see some beautiful ladies in Grenada. I wish they were involved in agriculture. If these beautiful ladies were involved in agriculture,
like the Jamaicans.
let me tell you something. If these beautiful ladies were involved in agriculture, here's what would happen. The amount of men that would be involved in agriculture would be like, wow. You wouldn't have to be coming here and saying, hey, you guys need to think agriculture, da 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 da. No. You'll be having so many young men involved in agriculture. You'll be like, wow.
Even Trinidad too had a lot of women involved.
Yeah, I don't think enough of our women are involved in agriculture. That's one.
And the age,
and two, the enough of our women who are involved in agriculture do not get profiled, and that is not a good thing.
I don't think they are young. I mean, because the age for the ladies, age, yeah. I don't think. Unlike Jamaica,
And I say to the females, all you need to do, keep those nails short, and then remember that when you get home, you can sit down and affix those. Just like how you can put on false eyelash, you can put on false. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Andrew. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, thank you.
To you and to me and to all from St. Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Andrew, I just want to say St. Patrick is the best parish in Grenada.
No. You make a mistake. You make a mistake.
It's the best parish.
No. We're not in Grenada. We don't live in Grenada. We live in St. Patrick.
We live in St. Patrick?
Yeah, we don't live in Grenada.
Okay. There's St. Patrick, Grenada.
We have nothing to do with Grenada. Grenada is down in the south.
So that means down in the south?
Down in the south is Grenada.
Well, you have people from St. George up in St. Patrick there. So they
you have what?
You have people from St. George's in St. Patrick. You live in St. Patrick?
Yeah, people come here to live. Yeah. We welcome them.
True. I just don't know what
but then this is a different country, St. Patrick. Anyway, don't bother with me. My upstairs in two kind of collective, yeah?
I know, but
don't bother it, Andre.
The beautiful parish. I like some people don't say St. Patrick is the back of the country. See it. Look at Grenada map. How the back of a country could be at the top?
Well,
right up at the top is St. Patrick.
I doesn't even listen to them, so I don't have a problem.
I like it. You know what I mean?
I don't listen to them and they think.
The best part is, you have a lot of history, you have a wonderful thing happening up there. When you live in St. Patrick, all part of the country, you have enough bread food, you have enough oranges and things where you could go and get oranges and things to suck. Waternuts, you get that we don't buy, but when you come in town, you have to
buy so your tiffin then? Or you are all that on your plan?
I don't even ask.
You ask.
Okay.
Caller.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you go to St. George's, they go ask you, hey, you come in town, you ain't bring nothing for me. You say, well, no, come up now. You get in, come up, you're getting whatever you want. No, I'll be too far. When you come to St. George's, first of all, they want you to see if you have a little bag, what you have in your hand. But come up, you're getting, more than what you do, more than you could carry.
Vijay, I'll say that I will say to people, okay, if you ask somebody for food, right, and give a container, they will put what the container to hold.
Right.
Okay? But if you come, so now you eat.
Exactly so.
And then you get more to put in the container.
Exactly so.
Then you come to Patrick. So if you come in to get 2 worth food, I'll come in that bag. But you get more than 2 worth food.
Exactly. Right? What you said is so right, because a few people normally will come up by me from, I've been St. George's for a lot of years, so they come in the country. Yeah, okay, they coming up and make sure something is prepared, and so they eat, and then they get, enough to get back done with.
Exactly.
Yes, but
to come up, you get more.
Exactly so, but no.
What to come for? I may come for into breakfast, but so you get 4 or 5 breakfast, you get
exactly.
Pumpkin, you get pig.
You get, and if you don't have, I could go by somebody and say, I cut a bunch of fig, I take a bunch of block from here. No problem, a bunch of rock fig. So when they go back down loaded.
But when you go down, they watching your hand and say, well, you come down with your two empty hand.
You know that?
You don't bring nothing down.
Well, the audience say nothing. What them just bring up when they come in?
Eh?
More than their begging skills. Think I have time for them?
But you see, one of the things that I do say that I was watching, I want to say what yesterday when you live in St. George, so I come up in St. Patrick. A lot of people feel like people come to America. They are looking for something. Not everybody, but some.
That's how the life goes.
Yeah, that's I part of life, but we don't understand.
All part of life. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. Later.
All right. Thanks for calling. Yeah.
You ain't saying nothing?
Let me give the planting dates. According to the McDonald Almanac, there is no planting dates for remaining for the month of March. No, neither above the ground nor under the ground. No planting dates. But if my memory serves me well, today and tomorrow are good days for underground, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac. Today and today are good for underground, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac. The weather is not bad. You're still getting a little bit of rain, so that's good. We should be making good use of it.
Good morning, Commissioner Pierre, the Far Pierre. Morning, sir. How are you doing? Shirley Lecret. Good morning, Cynthia Bartholomew. Ventures. I'm not seeing your post this morning. I don't know what happened. Somewhere probably wrong on my side of the fence. Tamika Moses, top of the morning to you. Cynthia is in Baltimore. Wendy Sherman, good morning. Elsa Lozon. Michelle Barry. Kenneth Joseph. Ventures. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all people of St. Patrick's. Thanks, Ventures. And what does Keith Joseph say? Keith is saying Happy St. Patrick's Day. All y'all. Janice Patricia James, good morning to you. How are you doing? Yeah, Ms. James. Have a wonderful day. Boy, I just reading that thing there on social media. What? And this one cracking me up, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lady whose son is being bullied by some other boys. So she make it known on social media. Here what's going on. I will let my child go and wait for the bus where they just bully him, and I will be waiting there, not even knowing that child. And as one bully him, that is it. Fire break out. That dead. Fear warning. All you, leave the woman child alone. Where? I am not going to tell you where. I'm not going to tell you where at all. Just telling all you, leave them people children alone. You don't know who is who. Barthy Atlanta, good morning and thanks for the greeting. You don't know who is who, JD. Leave the people children alone. Next thing you man with near that axe handle. Alright?
Yeah.
Next thing what all you mistake for walking stick. Is a beating stick. Alright? Good morning. Hello. Goodbye.
Tomorrow will be the funeral for the Duncans.
Oh, double funeral?
Double funeral. Tomorrow.
Catholic church?
Yeah, Catholic. 10 o'clock.
Oh, 10.
10.
Wow. I guess they'll be both interred at the Catholic cemetery?
I'm not sure whether it will be.
Okay.
Where they would be.
Sad moment.
Very sad moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow is the final.
The last and the mom.
Yeah, the last son and the mom. Sometimes I was just sit and think, and so hear me sit down thinking the other day, I wonder what she leave the house for.
You crazy, right? I wonder if any one of them would want to go on. They better off selling at the spot.
Is that all there is? But I mean, just are you thinking thoughts?
No, hold on. I'm thinking thoughts. So they better off selling at the spot.
I wonder.
Because none of them would want to really go and live inside of it knowingly that.
You know.
This is what happened here.
In any case, the will born so.
What? But you that crazy, man, JD? What's wrong with you? How you know that the copy is with the lawyer? Jesus Christ. This is a very unscrupulous guy. Oh my. And I thought you were a friendly neighborhood guy. You're not. You're worse than me. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you, Mr. The gentleman. I always forget your name. Anyhow, will you...
Hold on. Say it first. Say Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
have some respect.
I had it in mind to say, and it just slipped me.
Well, say it. I want to hear you.
Let me wish St. Patrick's Day and all the persons in St. Patrick a happy day. St. Patrick is a parish that I have a lot of respect for. It's one of the parishes that I worked in for many years. And I have many, many, many friends in St. Patrick's. It's a parish that I have a lot of respect for. One of the first, when they had just started having the St. Patrick's Day celebration, we actually walked there.
All right, so let's move to what you called to tell me this morning.
Yeah, what I called to tell you is that I will ask you for 2 minutes with the minister. Just about 2 minutes, please.
What?
Right.
I can't guarantee you the minister's time, Clifford. If you listen, are you going to listen to me?
Yeah.
If you call and you have a question and we open the lines for questioning, fine. But I cannot guarantee you or anybody the minister's time. No, I can't do that. If you call, you will be, if the lines are open and you call, you will be afforded the opportunity.
So let me
well, try to see why you calling
right, let me put it back in the correct way. When the lines are open, will I will be able to have 2 minutes with the minister?
I cannot guarantee. I just said to you, I cannot guarantee you the minister's time. If the lines are open and you call, you can ask the minister a question.
Okay.
Just like everybody else. It doesn't mean that
I will call.
I will not do so and say to you, okay, fine, you will have 2 minutes. Suppose somebody else call and say they want 5 minutes. What do I do?
Cut it down to something.
Cut it down to something?
Yeah.
Well, yours, I'm just telling you, yours is simply this. You ask the minister a question, boom. That's it.
I will ask the minister a question once the opportunity is given.
Good.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Same to you.
Good. What? Walking on a tightrope.
Let me just share
What?
a job interview.
A job interview?
Yeah.
Okay, you had one recently?
No. Well, the officer asked the person who came for the job, what is your name? He says, MP, sir.
MP?
Yeah. So the officer asked him, in full, please. So he says, my name is Michael Paul. The officer asks, where do you live? The guy says, MP. So the officer asks, where is that?
In Montparnasse?
Could be, yes, that's in Montparnasse. You are bright fella, you know. The officer asked him, what is your qualification? The guy replied, MP.
What the heck?
The officer said, what does that mean? He said, mechanic practitioner.
A mechanic practitioner?
Yeah.
Your father head.
So, the officer asked, why do you need a job? The guy says, because of MP, sir. So he says, well, what does MP mean? He said, money problem.
That guy's smart. He should be given the damn job. Should be given the job.
What is your personality like? He says, MP. And meaning what? Marvelous personality. MP, marvelous personality.
I like this youth father.
The officer said, I'll get back to you. So the guy says, so how was my MP? The officer asks, what do you mean by MP again? He said, my performance. So the officer says,
take the job.
No, I think you have MP.
Multiple personalities?
No, so the officer said to him, I think you have MP. So the guy asked, what does that mean? You have mental problem.
Well, multiple personalities. That is mental.
Okay, all right.
So I got 2 MPs, right?
Montparnasse.
Multiple personalities.
Multiple personalities. All right, sir.
JD.
Yes.
You are, I prefer to call you an agriculturist.
Yeah. No, I'm not agriculturist.
Do you farm?
Yeah, I do a little farming.
Yeah. And not only do you farm, but you pay attention to a lot of things. Most importantly, and first and foremost on your list, would be your spiritual side of life.
Yeah, very well.
You pay very, very close attention to that. And yeah. But in order for us to have that energy to be spiritual, JD, we must consume food that will be converted to energy.
Energy, yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Nourishment.
Nourishment, yeah.
JD, we are going to be challenged very soon. And sometimes the challenges, in some cases, the challenges are already here.
Yeah.
In relation to food.
Yeah.
What are you saying to people, JD, in this regard at this time?
Mr. Donald, since last year, somehow, again, because of my spirituality, and then I follow a lot of the spiritual, and people were warned since last year that food should be a priority, because the time will come, because of what is happening in the world. Food will be a priority, and one of the, and it was strange, I heard it from one of the Catholic, something to do with the Catholic, something. And when I heard that they were advising people in general to plant food. And they were saying, if you don't have land, get in touch with getting people who have land. And the planting of the food was not to sell, but to be able to feed ourselves. Because somebody, they might be battering, I might have this, you may have this, because it's terrible. We might take things for granted, but the road that we go, that is the world going down there, it's a terrible situation. You know, very terrible situation. So my thing, as I've been saying before, and plant food, don't plant food like maybe if you could do things that you could eat. I mean, with like a one meal and it could satisfy you. Probably with corn, you could eat corn, and you know, you boil corn, you could satisfy you for a meal. Or you have your normal provision. You might have potato. You could eat potato, you know, just into potato, and because time will get harder, it will. You could eat 2 potatoes and with a little bit of bush. Well, I wouldn't say bushwater because sugar could be a problem.
So then it's bushwater.
Well, without sugar. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, so sugar would be. I mean, we're taking this thing lightly, but it's a lot of things that will come out from that. So I'll keep saying over and over again. I tell a lot of people, plan something that you know, plan food, put on food. Put on food wherever you can, and we'll. You go ahead for the dry season, might be a little bit tedious, but what you could wait, you wait, and then, but food, the cost will be one, and then it will be scarce. And
because even now, the cost of food is a challenge.
A challenge, and it's
a serious challenge.
It's very, very serious.
And you know, I take this opportunity to speak to all in Grenada, because we all consume food, and we go to the shop or to the grocery today, and you purchase something, and it's like, let's say you purchase potatoes at $1.50 per pound today, and those potatoes that you're purchasing for $1.50 per pound can finish today, and the owners of the supermarket, they would get a shipment of potatoes this afternoon.
Yeah.
And it would move from $1.50 a pound to $2 a pound.
Yeah.
And you come back tomorrow because you need some more potatoes. And you're like, but hold on, this was just $1.50 yesterday. How they could change the price? No, they did not just change that price on you, you know. It so happened that the shipment that came in after that potato, or those potatoes were finished yesterday, and the shipment they got in from their suppliers, the price went up. And the price is not going up because government is increasing their duties
No.
at the port. No.
No.
It has to do with where it is coming from, and it's not like, you see, the interesting thing, JD, is that, and you keep hearing it, that there is not a shortage of food in the world. What is happening is that to get that food to you is costing more. I was looking at the oil prices.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things, the last things I heard in when I switched off the just before I switched off the television coming out, the last thing I heard was this. You know, those of you who are going on vacation, be prepared for a shock when you do so and call your airline. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's another area.
So when you believe that we are in this part of the world and we're not going to be affected by the WAR, meaning the war, of course.
We will.
Joke.
We will.
Because I tell you, on CNN, the last thing I heard is that be advised that when you call your travel agent, things are going to be more expensive, meaning your flight.
Exactly so, because which country? I think it's Africa, one of the countries in Africa. The fuel, they said they couldn't get fuel for the aircraft, and then the price is about 5 times. So, you know, what they paid for before. So then what will happen? You know, the fare will have to go up because airline is their biggest problem is the fuel, and that will go up without a doubt. So we're in for some trouble. We may say, well, that war fighting up. No, the whole world, just as how COVID took over the whole world. Whatever happening between Russia and Ukraine, the whole world going to pay a price for it. There we are good, because when food gets scarce, the price will go up. That is one. Two, the transport to get it to the nations, that's another problem. And depending on what the commodity is, some countries they're not exporting, they're holding back for their use. Yeah, they're going to export. So we're in for a lot of trouble. I foresee that, and when I was looking at January, what happening to come for 2022, prophecy, this was one of the things. And one of the things they said, well, one person says that Ukraine and Russia will go to war, and another one says 2 countries will go to war. They didn't call it countries, and the whole world will be looking at it. I think today the whole world is looking at what's happening in the whole world.
So you come with your pastor thing and start a preach on me now.
Amen.
But yeah, I mean, thank you, hallelujah.
Yeah, so
everything that happens, the whole world looks at it.
Yeah, the whole world now today. In the past, you may hey, I want this place, you know, but now you see it you see it live. you don't have to hear. You see it live. Yeah, so folks, I think that's the way we should go, and then as time goes by, it will take us, and even happen, it won't just come off like that. It will take us a couple of years.
Oh, for those who want to know what time I'm going to be speaking to the minister, that should be in about 20 minutes. It should be around about 8:30, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 minutes. We'll be speaking to Minister David. So those of you who want to hear, you can stick around for that. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
And how are you this morning? As you all on this topic with this world crisis, I just want to share a vision I had. I never did it before, but after I got it, I told it to some people. That you see what is going on there? We have to look up. Our time is drawing closer than we think. On the 3rd of February this year, in my sleep, going between the 3rd to the 4th at a midnight hour, coming to the 4th morning, I lying on my bed in a sleep, and I saw I was going through a green plantation, but it had 2 other parties at the back, plucking out the head of the trees on them. And before I reach out to that green pretty plantation, a other voice says to me, go and tell the people that the judgment of the Lord is upon the earth. I was so frightened, I woke up in the sleep. I said, Lord, I never did this thing. I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a prophet. Why me? And I meditated for about a whole hour before I went into that sleep again. And as I went into that sleep, the same voice came back to me. I tell you to go and tell the people the judgment of the Lord is upon the earth. Don't be afraid. Go. Some would listen and some would not listen. And I woke up in the sleep. I said, Lord, what is this? What is this? That was during this year, between the 3rd and the 4th of February, I marked it down. I went to my church that Sunday after, and I told them, and I went to other churches, and I give the message. So, my dear, what is going on there, we expect it. Our redemption draweth nigh. God bless you. Have a great day, and let's keep trusting in the Lord, praying, and try. We are not perfect people or not, but try to keep ourselves close to God. Amen? God bless you. I love you.
Yes.
The important thing in life is to respect people and what they say.
Yes.
And I respect.
Respect is one of the key things in life, as you rightly says. Respect each other, whatever it is. We don't cast.
Because if we're supposed to believe in the Bible, then the same Bible, as the lady would have done so and prophesied and said, well, okay, fine, the judgment of the Lord is upon the earth. The same Bible says, you know not the minute, not the hour, not the whatever. So, it could be kind of confusing. So there are times when religion is when I'm in the zone, I can deal with it. Yeah, but there are times that it's very ticklish to deal with because some people feel offended based on what you say. But I let it be known that I respect people and their beliefs and whatever. Hence the reason why I allowed the lady the opportunity to speak. Do I confirm with what she says? No, I don't. I will say it straight. No, I don't confirm with what she says. I respect what she says. And that is her belief. And if it works for her, it works for her. But as my good friend Carl Keaton would say, the book says that no one knows the minute, nor the hour, nor the second. Right, JD? Doesn't the book say that? Don't
when the time shall come.
Yeah, doesn't the book say that?
Yeah.
No one knows the minute, the second. So we are all supposing. Supposing Mr. Toes had no nose, how would he smell?
All you gotta do is to be prepared. You never know.
You cannot be prepared, JD, and this is not like this or that. You just cannot. How can you be prepared?
Let us go down that road, please.
Oh, how can you be prepared?
Yeah. Well, live righteously. Do what is right. Do what is right.
Do what is right?
Yeah, what is right.
If everybody is going to do what is right in this world, something wrong. Something wrong. You can't everybody do what is right. Some people must do
wrong things.
No, I didn't say that. They must do otherwise.
Is that right or wrong,
No.
Yeah, no. Right. Is that right or wrong?
Right and otherwise.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
You get permission for otherwise and not for wrong.
I don't know. Good morning, David Charles. How you doing? Shirley Lecrette, what's up, girl? Everything good? All right. Have yourself a wonderful... Let me see what Shirley Lecrette looks like. Let me see. Shirley, wait now. You can... Send us a picture. Let's see what you look like, Shirley Lecrette. Where are you from? The Lecrette family. That's River Road, isn't it?
Yeah, River Road.
River Road, Fontenoy area, Lecrette.
I know many of them.
But there's a new Lecrette guy in the thingy.
Where?
In the election thingy.
I don't know.
That's the guy who's going to be running against Dr. Mitchell for the National Democratic Congress.
A Lecrette?
Yeah, a Lecrette guy.
I don't know. Well, I think all them Lecrette could be related from my knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, Lecrette. Here's Maxine I almost said Maxine Lecrette. No, it's Maxine, you sure enough? Yes. I find you come inside here and you're touching your ears. You sure enough? You were trying to. You send a message?
Yeah.
Are they new?
No.
Are they authentic?
Yeah.
I don't think so. They don't look. They don't look.
We are good buyers.
Oh, good morning, Maxine. How you doing? I sent you a message. Did you see it?
No, I just got here.
Oh, so you have no data?
No.
Oh, okay.
Finished.
So how would you get? You mean you're sponging off data from the station?
Relatively.
How much you pay in a month?
All right then.
Oh my! Oh yeah. That's how I roll with them.
Yeah, so yes, the food on the world situation, that is very important. So according to the old people, you got to ban your belly for the times to come. It will not be easy. And what will happen maybe in this period of time, there'll be a lot of stealing. Stealing will probably increase.
You believe that stealing will increase?
Yeah, stealing will increase. It will increase. Yeah.
I don't agree.
I do believe.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.DRealFM. Cami, good morning. 15 minutes after the 8 o'clock. Prime Minister, good morning. I hope if you're not listening, I hope somebody tells you I said good morning to you this morning. It's hoping you have a wonderful day, sir. How many meetings you got today? Yeah. He doesn't.
Are you his secretary or what?
No, if I was, I'd know how many. He doesn't go a day without about 10 meetings.
10 meetings?
Yeah. 10 may be the least amount of meetings you will have in a day. Yeah.
Pretty active.
Very much so. There's something I had to speak about, and I know it just came to me pop. We'll take the caller, and then I'm going to speak about it for 2 minutes. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Andre.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Nothing yet that you
Trying
need
to put
to
me on the
know.
back burner these days. I don't fall in for that.
No, as a matter of fact, you're not on the back burner because your name was discussed at a meeting, a staff meeting here only last Monday.
And nobody to feed me no information.
Not yet.
Just to keep up the iceberg, just send it on my phone.
Man, when they're ready to give you information, I guess they would.
Alright. Well, thing working out for us.
Good morning, Manda.
She asleep right now. She woke last night.
Oh, okay.
She asleep.
Where are you now?
I'm in St. George's, ready to go by the cruise ship.
Cruise ship again?
Yeah, well, cruise ship right through, Andre. And you eating our food, that you food right through.
Let me ask you, over the past 3 weeks, how many cruise ships came in? Okay,
Andre,
no.
if I come for you, I'll be guessing.
Okay.
But,
over the past 3 weeks,
let me tell you
how many
something.
times did you work?
Huh?
Over the past 3 weeks, how many times did you work?
Every time a cruise ship come, I work it.
How many times? Give me an average. 10, 15, 20?
Over about 30. I don't want.
About 30. About 30.
About 30 something cruise ship come already for the. More than that for the year, man. About 40 cruise ship come for the year.
At 40, right?
Yeah.
So, if every time a cruise ship comes, you.
And I don't hope you're trying to count my money there, right?
What I'm saying is, every time a cruise ship comes, you make $300.
Andre.
Huh? Hold on.
I don't leave home. I don't want nobody come and hold me up.
Hold on, man. You ain't stupid. You ain't stupid so to have no money in your house. Hush your mouth. So if every time a cruise ship come, right? Trying to do some and organize it here. So you make $300 every time a cruise ship comes, and 40 come already. Like $12,000 you're making cruise ship alone. And hold on, that is when they pay you. And you tell me that you just make 100 US tips. So that is.
I tell you that.
Yeah, that is not what you told me.
So yeah. So let me ask you a question. You can't forget sometime too.
No.
Why you always have to remember things?
100 US tip by 40. That is 4,000. 4,000 US
I didn't
multiply
go to secondary school. I can't
4,000 US. Let's multiply by 2. We ain't going on 250 something. 2. That is 8,000 US dollars. EC dollars you making, you know. 8,000, you know. That is in tips alone, you know. From the time cruise ship start to now, $8,000 in tips. We ain't talking about the money you make. But thing really good for all them busmen and them what making the money in the port. The port is all your own then.
And you counting wrong. You understand? You counting big money. I doesn't see this money on them.
But how you doesn't see this money on them?
Where you think of this money tax this one in there? What kind of style is that? I call it to tax normally digging up money.
Anytime you call me, I just see money. I just want to show people that things ain't as bad as people making it to seem. Some people making it to seem that it's real bad.
So you feel that the people who is giving the impression that things so bad in Grenada, you feel they don't know things is good?
Well, I have to remind them that things good.
No. Them who die they work. Their work is to make sure that they put in people's head that thing is real bad in Grenada. And if you watch the statistic of Grenada right now, for let me say 10 years back or 5 years back, and you watch it now, Andre. Grenada is one of the most fastest countries in the Caribbean or Europe in let me say like transportation wise, buying land, building house, doing all these things on them. Grenada they in the front line. So if somebody come and tell Fluffy now that thing bad in something is wrong with them. They're not seeing something. They foresight they in the toe. Okay. So somebody come in and run them out and say things bad in Grenada and people is suffering and who want to suffer? You have people liberate you, want to give people impression that they're suffering, but they're not suffering. They could do better. Let me tell you something. When I had 16 years, and I look left, I look right, I was conductor on a bus. Jalvin, I say, I conductor on a bus? You have no future with conductor on a bus? I say, you see me? Let me get up and help myself. I pick up a whole fridge by the side of the road and I clean it up and I put drinks in it and I start hustling. Somebody could just make a life for their own self, but people choose to not to do that. Grenada is easy to live in Grenada here. It's not hard to live in Grenada. Grenada is country the easiest place to live and survive. Because you have small things what you could do to make money and elevate yourself and make your life comfortable. And if I have $100, I'm a rich man.
Why do you say that?
Because I custom with this big money, like you.
Like me?
And you class. The other day when Biden and them was saying that they seizing people's assets, I was frightened. You know?
You don't have to be frightened. They won't take yours.
No, yours are talking about yours. All right, buddy. I listen to you guys.
Take care of yourself.
Any problem, you know my number. Give me a shout.
All right, got you. Thanks.
Yeah, one love.
Okay, great. The fluff. Good morning, BJ. How you doing?
Morning, Andre. Morning to the listening public. I'm doing fine.
Everything good?
Warm and easy as always.
Mm-hmm. I just I'm trying to do something here. I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying to do something. It probably can't be done. No, I'm not getting it done. So I guess I'd have to leave it alone. So I'm gonna have your Bridget in a minute. Eh?
Why not? It's overdue.
Overdue?
Public need to hear him.
Alrighty.
Especially in this time.
Yes.
Alright, so
Yeah, BJ, so how the farm going?
Can't complain, don't making a million, but surviving.
Well, that's once you could keep your head above the water.
Yeah. Survival mode.
Survival, the fittest. Tomatoes still in good condition.
Still have a bit.
Putting out.
Putting in fresh ones now because there are a lot on the market now.
Yeah, and it's gonna die down, huh? It's gonna die down.
Yeah, so then to have consistency, I'm putting in some fresh ones now.
It's gonna die down.
You put it in fresh tomatoes?
Yeah.
You growing them in the same sort of a
same
control
thing. Yeah,
atmosphere?
same thing.
Okay. The vines are starting to die? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
really, because of the quantity there are on the market now.
Mm.
Sometimes you have to throw away 1,000 pounds or so,
Why would you throw away 1,000 pounds?
Because nobody wants it. Even you sell it at a reduced price, nobody wants it.
So don't throw it
The
away.
market is super saturated. Sometimes you give the home, sometimes it's spoiled, sometimes it's difficult to move it from where it is.
Yeah, around this period of the year, you'll find there's a...
Sherma wants to know if Reed FM is bringing the cricket from Barbados and Grenada. Yes, Sherma. We started cricket yesterday. Not having as much sponsors as we thought we would have, but we wanted to start at the first test and we didn't get to do that. But based on how hard the young ladies inside of here were able to work, we started yesterday. So yeah, we should be bringing live cricket also from Grenada. That's the test match, the third test match between West Indies and England. 8,000 Bajans, not Bajans are English. 8,000 people in Barbados just for the cricket.
Why not, Andre?
No, once England goes to Barbados.
There is something they call sports tourism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but once England is going to play in Barbados, surely have a good following. Barbados is little England, so you'll have a good
I must
following.
say, Andre, that yesterday I was watching the cricket a little bit, and the first test you didn't carry it live. So, I was fretting to leave, but I had to go and do something.
Mm-hmm.
So I left the house and jumped into the vehicle. And as usual, the radio always on your station.
Yeah.
And I turned and hear the cricket and said, but I'm not missing out on anything.
Yeah. It was kind of, it was dicey to begin because we didn't get sponsors on board and it is, it's expensive to get, so we had to be very, very careful, and that's why we couldn't commit to the first time. We couldn't commit.
I must say you worth it though, because Andre, you don't hear cricket commentary on radio any longer for one reason or another. Before you could have turned almost any station and hear this. People don't bother with that anymore.
Yeah, but we try.
It's
we
different
try
from
to make it happen.
The commentary is different from the television. It's kind of nicer on the radio. On the radio it seems consistent. On the television it's kind of sporadic. You hear it sometimes, sometimes you don't hear it.
And when you're watching TV, you gotta be glued. But with the radio, you could, you turn on, you could move around and then you get in.
BJ,
yes,
just got a message here from a friend of mine who I don't know, and he says, what did he say? Morning, Mr. Down, please tell BJ that the farmer from Pearls really trying to get him. It's important.
Yeah, tell him.
Well, tell him he's listening. Tell him soon time, right?
Right. I will link him up after the program. I know he's calling. Just didn't ready for him yet.
Right.
I don't like to answer call until I have something positive to say.
Okay. Also, just been informed that Minister David is going to be about 15 minutes late. Wow.
Cutting it short.
He's cutting it real short.
Yeah.
So the good thing you say you don't take 15 minutes from the police.
I might have to take half an hour from the police now.
If they come.
If they come. You see, that's the thing. If they're consistent in terms of coming, then I could, think it, but...
No one didn't even take like 15 minutes off of them, no problem. They just hold me on the side of the road, charging me for more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, no, but Andre, the police charging me. So, for seatbelt. So,
again?
One say, will you have your driver's license? I said, yes, actually paid for 3 years. That's no problem. So I, gladly pull out my driver's license and get a policeman.
They expired?
No.
Oh.
So I thought, everything was alright. The policeman would ease me up. Policeman say, I just want to make sure I don't spell your name wrong, That's all. So you take the driver's license, make sure.
Make sure, yeah. Blood.
Every T I
BJ,
cross.
let me ask you a question. How many times have you paid a ticket for seatbelt?
All the time.
How many?
BJ.
And the things I don't like, I forget it very quick.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's a bad weakness.
They need to deal with you, and they need to find a way to deal with you.
They just fear me sometimes, but sometimes they meet a bad one, sometimes they rough me up. That's okay. Pay for those
Just
things.
pay it and you go.
Well, Andre, the police are doing the job.
Yeah, they're doing their job. They're doing their job.
Uh,
Shoma Wells, good morning. Shoma is listening, so tell Shoma good morning.
Oh, Tanti Shoma?
Yeah.
Good morning, Andre. That's my family-in-law.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my girl. That's my homie right there.
Well, I'm not sure I want you in that family.
But you have me whether you like it or not. Shoma is my bona fide.
Tanti Shoma, pleasant day.
Shoma is one of the reasons why I'm here sitting talking to you.
Oh.
Is that girl Shoma
Somebody
Wells.
who loves Grenada.
Well, I know she loves me. I'm sure that.
Well, I think you're bold enough to call yourself Grenadian, sir.
What would you like to ask the minister this morning, though? Are you going to tell me? Or are you going to ask him?
In relation to...
Well, he's...
I guess the minister is giving us an update. And Andre, as I keep saying, there are a few things that are hindering agricultural development nationally. And we seem reluctant to deal with it. And I'm not talking the politicians seems reluctant, the people seem reluctant to deal with it. Andre, we already have a base with our cocoa, our nutmeg. We already have a base with marketing board. And those institutions need to work. They need to get up and be innovative. They need to be creative. They need to change the way they're doing business. They need to change the ordinance. They need to function at like we are living in 2022. And you cannot have something that guiding you from 19, God know how long, 40 something or whatever, 60, 70 years, long before you were born. And you still say, this served me well, so I'm keeping it and I'm not changing one word in it. It's like a Bible. Andre, you are brainwashed, you're stagnant, and you're not going anywhere. Simple like that. The world will gonna leave you, and probably it's difficult for you to catch up. Maybe you need a different generation in order to do it. Those things would have to change and function to suit modern day times, Andre. Unless you don't get them pillars functioning properly, you cannot get the branches and then growing, as you ought to, Let me tell you something, Andre. On my way here, I was thinking that, we don't have a lot of specialists. We have a lot of jack of all trade in agriculture. Somebody tried to grow watermelon, cantaloupe, tomatoes, okra, peppers. And in the end, he not doing any of them correctly, Because he's stretching himself too thin. He's not specializing in any of them. So he's just, touching the surface on all of them. And you're not guaranteed market does. It creates specialists. And it makes your economy more efficient. It makes your human resources more efficient. Think about it. So why not having specialists is because there isn't guaranteed market. If there's a guaranteed market for tomatoes, you'll have a lot of specialists in producing tomatoes.
Because even down to fertilizer, all the plants may not need the same fertilizer.
Exactly.
So you have to know what is what. And they just, even from the soil, they don't do anything about the soil testing to see, know what the soil requires. They just do one thing over and over again. They plant and they just give it to 20 or whatever it is, and that's it. Sometimes the plant doesn't need it. What you're giving it, so. Especially that's
JD, somebody drives his bus here from Grenville to Sotes over a 10-year period. He specialized in driving on that road because he drove it every single day.
Yeah.
If you take that same driver and put him over the Granite Tank, from Grenville to
Forget
Granite
that-
Tank,
forget that
he will
too.
be making a lot of mistakes and
Yeah.
you're not sure what he about.
And
Because you're doing the thing over a period of
Yeah,
time,
that is-
you understand
What
how
it-
and
yeah.
what is required to get it done properly.
But not everybody. I mean, not everybody. Not not in the line of farming. They just do it over and the same thing over and over again.
So
That's.
I'm saying that those pillars, and we cannot blame government for
No,
that.
no. We
We
tend
cannot
to,
blame, we have to turn around and blame our own selves. We need to look at our business and handle it in a more prudent manner. Simple like that. I mean, for example, you have what? The last balance sheet, the last financial statement of GCNA, they probably would have $60-70 million in assets. And you still see they're broke. It's because you're not investing properly.
yeah.
Some of those assets are depreciating by the day, and you're not doing anything properly with it. You're just like wasting time because you say, you need this person to do that, you need that person to do that, you need this committee to do that, you need that committee to do that. By the time different committees look at what is happening, it's just going wrong in a circle. People need to handle their business more prudently, nationally, and then we're going to have the sector moving much more quicker. So I want Mr. Peter to, Mr. David, Minister David, to talk about those things this morning, the amalgamation of those, boards. This is necessary, or else we're wasting time. And we need something like Andre and National Farmers Organization. It's too difficult to mobilize farmers here. We should be speaking with one voice. We should be sourcing inputs with one agenda.
Think that will happen.
Well, this is what is needed, JD.
Yeah, but
or
over
else if you leave it in the hands of the private people, you will be paying, 300-400% markup on those things. And if you have the inputs, that costly, production cost so high, then the cost of your produce is going to be high too, because it's a direct relation to
BJ,
what you're putting in.
I think that people would have said this before. I'm assuming that they would have said what I'm going to say before. But it's a straight case that I believe that we have come to the period of time in our agricultural life. I'm speaking about the nation's agricultural life, and things like inputs.
Mm-hmm.
While yes, government cannot seem or make it seem to be taking away bread from the private sector. However, just like government back then, the PRG did it. Sugar, fixed price based on bulk sugar. Same thing for rice based on bulk, right? Same thing for milk, because they saw.
You think you
these
should
three
regulate the
things.
price?
I believe that what should happen is that marketing board now, I'm going marketing board again. Marketing board now should be given that permission, or I don't know if you want to call it, well, not a monopoly, because sugar is still being brought in by other individuals. It's just that not sugar in bulk. They can bring in packaged sugar. So marketing board can be given the green light or the permission to bring in certain implements in relation to agriculture, like weed whackers or whatever, but a particular brand. So if you want to get that brand, you get a brand. If you want to get another brand, it's all well and good. You can go off to the private sector if you want to get that other brand. But those things, those inputs, must have inputs in the agriculture, I believe should be brought in by marketing board and thus be able to control.
Yes, Andre, I think I'm in agreement with you. I think that marketing board has the space, they have the personnel, I don't know if they have the resources to seriously look into bringing in inputs. I mean, Andre, when marketing board have fertilizer, sometimes you'll get it at reduced cost because they probably get it for grants and stuff like that, and they seem to be handling it fairly well. Marketing board themselves is to bring in fertilizers, and they were doing very well with that. They used to bring in inputs like sleeves and those kind of thing. They used to bring in boxes, and they still does. And this was very, very helpful. The farmer doesn't have to go through the trouble, even though you have to pay, a bit of markup on it to keep the whole system functioning. He doesn't mind that because you have a trading partner, you have a relationship. But when these things are being removed and then you have to turn into, they put you at mercy to the private sector, then you are in a little trouble. Those men will sell for whatever they want to. It's all about maximizing profit, and you can't blame them. That's what they into the business for. I'm saying that if you look after people, your farmers in the right way, like for example, if you have, there is something they call comparative advantage. And there is somebody producing something, and they're producing it cheaper than you. It's better you buy from that person than you go in and produce it, because it's going to cost you more. And the person might be able to produce it cheaper if the inputs are a lot cheaper. But if the inputs are costly, it has a direct bearing on what you're going to sell the thing for, because you ought to be making a profit in order to stay in business. So farmers intervene, some people saying, how comes Grenada things can looking different, and how comes they can compete and stuff? Check the inputs, check the cost for inputs in those countries.
So that's what I'm saying. So maybe we need a situation whereby the cost of the inputs are controlled, and the only way we can control the cost of the inputs would have to be with
we should be buying things in bulk. We should have a central place where the farmers can, meet and decide what should be, And this is not hard relationship, Andre. A marketing board belongs to the people and government of this country, in a statutory body. It's not hard to function efficiently if you want to with institutions like that. You just need to have good relationship. Andre, let me give you an example. I ran out of banana sleeves, and it is necessary to cover the bananas, to have good quality fruits. I was trying to get from St. Vincent. St. Vincent had none. So I decided I had to get it all the way from
Miami?
From Dominica.
Dominica, okay.
Andrew, what is strange? I thought, let me contact marketing board because they didn't have. And I contacted them and said, I'm trying to get in some sleeves. Won't you want to, team up with me too? And not long, this is about 3-4 months ago. Would you want to team up with me so we can bring it in bulk so, farmers can get and stuff like that? And I say, yeah, BJ, we can bring in a few bags with you, no problem. So I thought they were serious. So we wanted about 20 bags for ourselves, and a bag of about maybe 1,000 or so. Marketing would say, no, they don't want all this. And this is an individual farmer. And
you want 20,000,
and they say they probably can. They say they probably can do it, 40,000. And by the time 3 farmers take that, he doesn't have more.
They don't.
And this is something that always in demand.
Yeah.
He has quick turnover.
Yeah.
Your
money ain't staying on the ground.
No, so something like that. Yesterday when you go and deliver the stuff to marketing board, they tell you, your quality don't good, and the fruits.
No sleeve covering it.
Because you're not covering it, you're not treating it
you ain't bringing in the sleeve.
And you're not bringing in the sleeve. So
we expect you to get sleeve.
You're chopping yourself in your food.
You have a call on. Good morning. Hi. Hello.
Morning, Mr. Donald. Morning, DJ.
Morning.
Morning, Stan. What's up?
Fine. How you doing?
Good. Happy to hear you.
Good to hear your voice too. I've been listening to your discussion regarding marketing board and so on, and I'm thinking that probably what marketing board should do is when they're looking for products, whether it's inputs or finished goods, they should consider tendering out for suppliers, because they tend to stick with the traditional suppliers who is not necessarily the best price. I had a situation where they were looking for milk a few years ago. I found a supplier who could have given them the quality better quality than they had at a lower price. And they said to me, but that's a traditional supplier. We have to buy it from him. I said, but look at the price is good, and we got samples in it. They got the samples, I bought in the samples, and they verified it was a good quality product. But they would not buy from the supplier because he's not a traditional supplier. And I asked myself, I said, why would you as a business prefer to buy at a higher price because this person is a traditional supplier? And it set me wondering other things which I don't see.
But could it mean, Stan, could it have meant that your supplier may not have been reliable?
It was a manufacturer. The people sent everything, right? They send the samples, they send the references, everything, quality control. And the marketing board said to me, look, this is a very good supply, the price is good, but we are accustomed buying from X, so we have to continue buying from X. And I'm wondering if that is a approach that this is the approach that they've taken. It means that whatever the farmers buy from marketing board, they could be paying a higher price than they should be paid. That's what I'm saying. What they probably should do is tender. So you're looking to bring in rice, for example. Get different suppliers, get the prices, compare it, and then determine who you're buying from. Not because this person is your traditional supplier, that you'll buy from them. Just because it's traditional, I'm not saying that you should drop your traditional supplier for somebody who you don't know anything about. Do your research, do your background check, contact persons that they have sold to, and then take a decision. And the same goes for inputs. I mean, I'm sure they
all I can say here, Stan, is simply this. Familiarity sometimes breeds contempt.
I agree. But sometimes
that's all I can say here.
And breeds complacency too.
The complacency too, yeah.
Complacency, and it could also breed some shadowy feelings.
I ain't taking part in that one. Huh? You take part. You go in that for yourself.
I'm just thinking that, if they take that approach, you do an open tender. We're looking for 100,000 tons of flour for the next 3 years. Send in your bid, right? Open and transparent. Then you compare prices because you want to pass the savings on to the consumers. So I just thought that I should throw that in.
All right, Stan, I have Minister David online waiting there, so I gotta get rid of you.
Okay, well, I'll give way to him anytime.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Stan. Okay, great. Bye bye. All right, good. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. www.drealfmgrenada.com. Friends, remember I did say to you that I'll be having Minister David this morning. But I can tell that he's already signed in, but he's probably listening. So I need to see his picture, and then he needs to turn on his microphone. All right, so there he is now, yeah. But he looks, every time I look at this guy, yeah, and he switch off the camera again. But every time I look at him, I see his dad, He looks so much like his dad.
So who you expect him to look like?
Well, not my dad.
Exactly.
But he just turned off his camera. I wonder why he did that. Is he not ready for us this morning? I thought he'd be ready for us.
He actually looked like my dad.
Oh yeah, there he is now, right? Hold on, I'm coming to you. They're not hearing you as yet, so give you 2 minutes. Okay, fine. Yeah. I see that 2 minutes thing. He says give him 2 minutes.
Why
right?
not?
So as soon as he comes back on, he'll be ready for us. So, the police will have to give us some time this morning because
You can tell them.
I tell them no.
You from the front desk?
And did I inform the front desk?
Yeah, well, if you come, tell them.
Somebody outside there knows already.
Yes,
Somebody outside there knows already. So what's going to be I'm going to give you the opportunity, JD, to be the person to have the first question for the minister. You ready for him?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready
like
for
Freddie?
You ready like Freddie? BJ,
Andre,
you
could
will have-
I leave your people?
Yeah,
you don't want to ask him a question?
Well, how I should put it, if you give the minister 10 or 15 minutes to speak, I would want to prefer him disseminating information than
No,
to
I'm
start
s- no, no,
questioning
No, you can
him,
ask
couple
questions.
No,
Go on,
I
listen,
probably would listen it on the...
Go and sin no more. All right, I know you've been listening, so that's good enough for me. I know
I
you've
can
been
listen all the
I know you've
time.
been listening. All right, so take care of yourself.
Have a good day.
Have a good
Have
one,
work to go and do. Have some things for you.
He's here. He's already on. I can
Okay.
tell you that. I can tell you that he's already on. So we're gonna get ready. As soon as he looks at me, it means that I'm ready to go with him. So let me see. Okay. So he's not ready for us yet. As soon as he looks at me, that means he's ready. Yeah. Oh no, he's not ready for us yet. He'll be ready for us in a minute. So BJ, where you going to today? Anyway.
Farm, Andre, have a lot of work during these days.
Oh, on the
trying
farm?
to make sure on the farm,
Uh-huh.
trying to make sure country fed properly. Andre, you and Jerry was on the right tone this morning, right note, that food may become a scarce commodity in time to come. And we have to ensure that we have food security.
Question. What will you do for
in,
that
in
situation?
relation to JD, I'm always doing research, I'm always doing new things, I'm always trying to expand on what I'm doing, I'm always trying to share information. You heard one farmer from Paul's call me a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to set up a farm and wants my input and does that every day, and that's my beat, JD. That's all I can do. And it's subvention. The government probably should be giving me subvention
But the
for
question,
the quantity
I
of
have a
people
question for you.
I'm setting up.
I have a question for you. Well, all this problem with marketing board. You never thought of bringing input for yourself? I mean,
Bringing input
no,
myself,
not for
JD.
yourself, but to solve.
And I would have need the logistics to do that. I would have need space and that's warehouse and those kind of things. JD, I have stuff. I'm bringing stuff from.
I know you bring
China,
for your-
bringing
yes,
for myself
for
all the time,
yourself,
and I
yeah.
help farmers. I give people from time to time. I'm saying
Okay.
I don't need to bring for myself. And if I bring it together, with other people, it probably costs me a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but
so it's a matter of organizing it. I'm saying that marketing board has the space, they have the personnel, they have whatever, and not them alone. Not Mex do. They probably have the warehouses and the resources.
They have a lot of
to do
empty
those things.
spaces. All them have empty spaces.
Why not make farmers have to wait till the government have a little bit of fertilizer to go stand up in a line to get some fertilizer? And you find that looking ridiculous? Andrew, we need to do better than that. We need to organize the country in a more formidable way. When did they come? You should be knowing where you're getting what. You shouldn't be. You notice sometimes you're looking for fertilizer and you drive go Granville, you have none, and then you have to go St. George's and you don't have any, or you can't find parking space and all of those, and drama to get a few bags of fertilizer.
what fertilizer you normally? What ratio?
I use all kinds of fertilizer. I use straight fertilizer. I use mixed fertilizer. I
About
use,
what, like 12, what, 12,
12
20?
bit, 24, 12, 12, 17, those kind of thing. Standard blend. I use straight fertilizer too.
20, no?
2020 is just like a mixed fertilizer.
Okay.
Sometimes I use like potassium nitrate, ammonium nitrate, like nitrogen alone, that kind of thing.
I need to talk to you. I mean, because
Aren't you talking to him right now?
No.
Sometimes
Apart
I
from
don't.
not.
This is a
I don't,
great-
JD, I don't like. Let me tell you something, huh? I don't really like applying fertilizer just like that. You should be have an idea as to what it is that is required in the soil before you apply the
That's what
fertilizer.
I said earlier on. that
You
people
probably
just-
couldn't be doing damage by
Yeah,
doing those. You probably can damage in the soil. You probably can
Yeah.
be changing the chemical composition. You probably can making it impossible for the plants to take up the fertilizer.
Right,
All of
that's-
those.
that's what I've
You
been
probably
saying
can be
earlier
killing
on.
your soil.
Yeah.
You can be developing things they call hard pan. You don't want to do those things in them. So I'm somebody who like to test your soil, ensure that you know what is required, then you apply it. And I'm not somebody who believes in applying fertilizer in large quantities. Plants don't need fertilizers in large quantities. They need it in very, very, very small quantities. In fact, it's measured in parts per million. So you should imagine
Exactly, when you want the
quantity
yeah.
that is required sometimes. And sometimes we overuse those things and they end up in the river and they end up on the beach and all kind of thing. You don't want those things to be happening, brethren. You have to be responsible as a farmer. Andrew, have a great day.
Yeah,
Take care.
BJ,
And I have
goodbye.
something inside your vehicle for you, something to sweeten your face, make you smile like last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. JD for you too.
I put Maxine in charge.
Yes, you can do that.
But let her know it's for me, yeah?
Think Maxine should be alright too, so she shouldn't be
Okay, good,
foraging
right.
on you.
Good. So let's
Minister David, have a good day.
Yeah, but he heard that, BJ, and I'm gonna bring him in just to say hi and hello and good morning to you, BJ, just before you run off. Minister Peter David, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing?
Morning, my dear brother, and morning to your distinguished guest. I see. I've been listening to BJ for a while, actually. He's been talking about marketing board, his experience with them, and very profound statements. I think we have to do something about the problem. Since I've been Minister of Agriculture, I've been hearing about the problem marketing board. I think what we need to do, and I've said this to the government, marketing board is currently placed under the Ministry of Finance, but we're having discussions in order to bring it into the Ministry of Agriculture, or at least have some link with the Ministry of Agriculture that's more organic, so that we can. I think most people believe that that marketing board is under the Ministry of Agriculture. It's actually not. So I think that needs to be a first step in order to get it more sensitized to what the sector is saying, because BJ is making a very good point about importation of inputs, and marketing board was set up to get cheaper inputs for farmers, price control. All of these things need to. I mean, Andrew, apart from the challenge of marketing board, we do have the problems of economies of scale that most of our farmers are small farmers, and the inputs are expensive, and it's difficult to make. You know, when you go to Brazil and you see people producing chicken, one farmer have a couple of million birds. Most people have 500, 1,000, couple of 1,000, 15,000. And then it's hard to get economies of scale in order to make the kinds of money. So we have challenges just because of the size of the country to begin with. So yes, I agree with BG and to take a look at marketing board and see how we can make sure the inputs are reduced. And you're right, Andrew, there's an issue that's always raised by the farmers in terms of the price controls. Is the concessions given to the suppliers? Is it being passed down properly to the consumer, meaning to the farmer? So there are a number of challenges that we have to look at. We've commissioned some persons to look at that, and the marketing board is currently supposed to be looking at that also. So yes, I think BJ's point, and I'm saying this before he runs off, that I agree with him on the issue of the role of marketing board and the need to have a more comprehensive look at what is the cause of our inputs being so high, what is the cause of our farmers' margins being so small. It needs some serious looking at. But
Thank
good
you,
morning.
Minister. Good morning to you. And let's say goodbye to him. He's going to leave us now.
It's sad to see you leave, BJ, but there comes a time.
You're starting to sound like Gregory Isaac there. Sad to know that you're leaving.
Andre, them have a saying, two bulls can run in one pen.
All right, BJ, have a wonderful one. Minister, again, a double good morning to you, and welcome to the airwaves and the screen of Real 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Minister, let's start with youth in agriculture. What's happening? What's taking place with that? How can you bring us up to speed with that?
Well, the youth in agriculture is an actual project, and then there's the question of how to get more youth involved in agriculture. I'll deal with the project first. The project is a CDB-funded project that is on the way. There's been some challenges because of COVID to get the actual youth in agriculture project going. I think they've come to the hopefully by the next 6 months or so, we should have the youth in agriculture project that is properly placed in the Ministry of Youth, but certainly working closely with the Ministry of Agriculture on it. So that is a project that should be rolled out in the next couple of months. With respect to getting youth involved, we have several projects that's doing that. One, we have the Land Bank project. And that project is a project that we have situated in the Ministry of Agriculture. We've identified the lands at Grand Brackelet, the lands at Diamond in St. Mark, and other lands that we're currently looking at, where there was training conducted. The training was completed for, I think it was about 25 farmers, most of them young people, who were trained by GIDC in developing the business plans. The business plans are being reviewed, and I know that by the end of March, first week of April, the first 5 or so farmers, most of them, as I said, youth farmers, will be given the land, and they will be assisted in terms of financing. They will be assisted in terms of agronomy. They will be assisted in terms of extension to farm those lots. The lots are in Grand Bacalet in St. David, and they're also working to get the lots in Diamond also distributed. So we are trying as much as we possibly can to get young people involved. There's a real buzz around for young farmers. A lot of them are doing it even without the ministry's knowledge and even without our support, and we find that to be a good thing. So yes, we are getting youth involved in agriculture. Of course, the issues you raised a while ago with marketing board and finding proper markets, the question of price and the question of inputs, all of those things we are doing. For example, another example is the private sector, public sector initiative we have with Leo Nichols with 100 acres in the Westerhall area. He has about 100 acres. He's cut it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 acre lots. I know for a fact there are a few young people who have come forward. They have leased from him. He's providing all the mechanized support for plowing, for cutting of roads. We are providing the agronomy support to see what should be planted. Our fertilizers, when we get to it, is another issue we can discuss, because the fertilizers from Morocco is on the way to Grenada at the moment, should be here anytime now. So we are going to give them that extension agronomy support in the 100 acres that is being cut up for farmers. So again, many young people are involved in that, and we are looking for more private sector farmers, owners of land, who would like to work with us to develop their lands into agriculture.
Well, that's good news, very good news for the young people. Well, for farmers in general, but of course, more so for the young people who would want to get in to agriculture at this particular point in time. But Minister, put it this way, the climate, quote unquote, in the world, and it is changing constantly, and we're not talking yet the climate that exists in Ukraine and in Russia. That's one climate on its own. But we're talking here climate as it relates to rising levels in terms of the ocean, less rainfall, and other things that will mitigate against agriculture or farming of long ago. So we have to turn to what is considered these days to be climate smart agriculture. How prepared is your ministry to deal with things like hydroponics and aquaponics and so on? How prepared are you guys?
Well, we have, on the issue of climate change and its impact, we have a Ministry of Climate Resilience, which is located with the Ministry of Fisheries, but which we work closely with them on that. They have done a substantial amount of work in attracting assistance to farmers, assistance not only to farmers, but to fishermen and the society as a whole, to develop mechanisms to ensure that we adapt to not only adapt to the new climate conditions. You see, for example, rain is falling. We're in the middle of March, and rain has it's just looking like we're getting into dry season. So there's been some change in weather patterns that we have to get used to. In addition to that, there are much more serious weather incidences, hurricanes and so on, taking place in the world, and all of these things must be a wake-up call to us to adapt. Yes, the ministry has received funding through Climate Smart financing through the UNDP, through several international organizations, and we work with farmers, training farmers to work in a climate smart way. adaptation and resilience. So yes, we are working with farmers. There are many seminars, courses, even like United Nations had a program to work with us to ensure that we adapt to the new technologies. With respect to the new technologies, yes, hydroponics, aquaponics, and the more processes are being introduced to Grenada. Of course, it's expensive. I said earlier that the issue we have is the question of the economy. Still, the more you bring in we have a very small Chinese assistance. We have a smart, well, not climate smart alone, but a smart green at the La Sagesse facility that we just in the process of completing so we are going to work with farmers to train them in there. We have given out some greenhouses throughout the country. Some farmers have received assistance already. We're seeking more assistance. Greenhouses. We are working with the irrigation guys. Trevor Thompson, our Chief Agricultural Officer, has been very active in the irrigation issues. Many of the farmers complain about water and water availability. Working with them to I think it was insane.
Minister, I need to tell you this. We are having a terrible and you just went off screen there, Minister. We're having a terrible time keeping up with you in relation to the internet quality that you are exposed to at this particular point in time. A lot of the statements that you're making, our listeners are not able to follow because it's really breaking up badly. I don't want us to continue because I don't want the information to be lost. So I don't want us to continue hoping that this is going to be better. But can I say this, Minister? Can I ask you? I know you leave home very early in the morning. Can I ask you to delay your time in terms of leaving home in the morning, and I can start to talk to you, let's say at around 7:35 for a bit, maybe until 8 o'clock when you're still at home, where I'm sure you would have a better service? Is that possible? Wow, I'm not even hearing you. I'm not. If it is possible, if you're hearing me, say.
Yeah, notice.
No.
I can drop up. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Yeah. So is
I'm
it
hearing
possible?
you. Maybe you can call me on the phone.
Okay, let's try that
Call
one.
me.
Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, let's try that one. So let's try that one. Let me see if I can find your number still. Okay, I think I have your number. Let me see if I can call you up there. And so we're gonna do not the normal way.
I'm hearing you, Andrew. You
Let's see
hearing
if
me?
we can do so. And okay, I am gonna do it this way. Forgive me, Minister. I'm coming to you. Don't worry. I'm gonna come to you in relation to. All right. So we go.
You hearing me?
Oh boy. Okay. I'll get you. I'll get you, Minister. Don't worry. I will get you. Right. That is supposed to be you there. And then let me do my contraption here. And I will
I'm
hear
here
you in
now.
a minute, and the people will be here. Yes, Minister, you there? Hold on. Just give me 1 second to make my little contraption here work. And bingo.
I'm here.
I should be hearing you now. Minister Peter David, good morning. How are you doing again? You there?
I'm there, but is it coming over?
Yeah. I am hearing you. I am hearing you clear.
If you want to do 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, I can arrange it, you know.
Right, that would be brilliant. Let's do tomorrow morning. We start at 7:15, correct? That's good enough for you?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll only make my exception. I normally drop off my grandchildren. I'll make an exception for my old mate from the Anglican Church in St. George's. No problem.
Tell you the church speaks for something, doesn't it?
It does. Especially with the
and all those bougainvillea pickers must speak for something.
Let's do 7 o'clock.
Yes, let's do 7 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
I'll call you later.
Yes, okay, bye-bye now.
I'll call you later.
All right. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Yeah, we are having some technical issues there with our connection with Minister David. BJ? Not BJ, but JD. Yeah, he's still here. He's just about to say goodbye. Goodbye, JD.
Well, if possible, maybe I probably step it tomorrow.
No. Yeah, you can. You can. There's nothing stopping you. Tomorrow is the extension. On the extension, Carl and I do everything.
Okay.
So tomorrow is the extension. You can come by.
Yes, I'll check. We connect.
Yeah, we'll connect.
All right.
Take
bye.
care. Thanks.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day. This is Real. 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Stay tuned. News, that's next.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.